Hey everybody, today I'm going to cover why all new life insurance agents should start in an agency that offers a free lead program. I'm going to go over what a free lead program is. I'm going to cover why free lead programs will help you learn the fastest, help you make money the fastest, and help you develop the habits that you need to succeed in this business as a life insurance agent. So first off, what is a free lead program? A free lead program is a system that offers you unlimited leads or a high quantity of leads to call, which are prospects for life insurance, people looking for insurance. And the agency does not charge you for these leads directly. So most agents starting out, they work in some sort of a system that charges them for leads, meaning they have to pay $20 a lead or $15 a lead, $30 a lead, sometimes even more. In a free lead system, the agency provides the leads and the agent doesn't have to come out of pocket. Typically, a free lead program, right, will come at a cost because there's a cost for everything, but that cost is built into the commission structure. So instead of an agent starting at 100% commission or 110% commission on the annualized premium, they'll start around 50 to 55%. I help run a large free lead program. We sell final expense life insurance 100% over the phone. We start all of our agents at 55% commission plus bonuses. If I'm going through any of this and you feel like you may be interested in learning a little bit more, seeing if we're a good fit for you to work with us, just email me at jve@thejve.com. You're gonna see my email in the description of the video. So in a free lead program, trainings are usually more frequent and they're more involved and they're more one-on-one based. Now, the reason for that is because in an independent system or a system where you start at a high commission percentage and purchase your own leads, your upline is making a very small percentage off of your sales. And there's really no financial investment from your upline into you. Maybe they may have helped you with a couple fees when you start or something like that. But in terms of providing systems, there's not much of an investment. For instance, when we start an agent, we have to get their CRM going, we have to get leads set up for them. It costs us a lot to get people onboarded and everything else and put through our training programs. So there's already an initial investment up front to get the agent started. And we're paying for leads for them right from the get-go. So we want to make sure that agents are trained up so that they can sell the leads, because we don't make a profit until the agents make a sale. Whereas if you go somewhere else where they're like, hey, just buy leads and go for it, I'm sure that there are some great training programs out there, but the investment isn't the same. Like, very rarely will your upline spend hours with you in a one-on-one or jumping on your calls to help you close your sales, and really without asking for a piece of the commission, which are all things that we do here. We jump on our agents' calls to help close sales. We have trainings every day. I run one-on-one trainings every single week. These are just some things that typically you see in a free lead program and things you don't see in programs that don't provide free leads, because, you know, if that upline's just making 10-15% commission off your sales, he's got to go sell his own stuff or worry about recruiting more people. Whereas here, since we're investing in the leads, we make a larger percent of that override to help offset costs of getting people going in the leads and everything else. So we're just more invested in getting people going and helping them start. We don't make a dollar in free lead systems. The free lead program doesn't make a dollar until the agent makes $5. Whereas in programs where agents buy the leads, typically the company has made a profit before the agent's even made a sale because they've paid for that lead, right? So once they make the lead, there's already a profit. Why do I recommend this type of a program to all new agents? Because both have their pros and cons. Free lead programs, you're going to get unlimited leads to call. In a program where you have to pay for leads, you're going to have to pay more money for leads. You're going to get less leads, but you're going to get a higher percent commission on those sales, as opposed to a free lead program where the commission percentage is lower. But in a free lead program, the learning curve is much higher. And in a minute, I'm gonna go get into why most people will actually make more money in a free lead program. But the learning curve is much higher. Like, you can move through the learning curve much faster and learn things faster in a free lead program than you would in a program where you have to pay for the leads and buy the leads yourself. Because think about how you get good at anything, right? You have to practice a lot. You have to get the reps in. You have to go through the motions. You have to be frequent before you can be great. Grant Cardone says that all the time. You have to be frequent before you can be great. So if you have hundreds of leads, like we provide to our agents, thousands of leads, there's hundreds of thousands of leads in our CRM. But if you provide these things to your agents, it gives them more opportunities to practice with clients and get those reps in. You're going to learn how to handle objections better because you're going to be exposed to more objections faster. You're going to learn how to build the need better. You're going to learn how to build value in your products. You're going to learn how to ask better questions. You're going to learn how to overcome objections in the close. You're going to learn how to follow up better, how how to handle policy issues so much faster because you're going to get so many more opportunities to make sales. Who's going to make more sales? Someone who gets 10 presentations a week or someone who gets 25 to 30 presentations a week? Who's going to get better? Think about it. The agent calling a few hundred people a day or the agent calling less than 50 people a day. And you're not going to have to perform in a chaos environment. So what I mean by that is, example, say you take 2 people and you throw them in the ocean to learn how to swim. If you don't give them swimming lessons and they're in an ocean full of sharks, they're going to scramble back to the boat. They're probably going to make it back, but it's not going to look pretty, right? Their swim will look uncoordinated. It's not going to look good because they're going to have to learn how to swim under pressure in chaos. But if you give them swimming lessons, they're going to be able to swim a lot better. The more you get used to these things that you're going to run into with clients, rude clients, people don't want to talk to you, people telling you they're not interested, or they already have insurance or stuff like that. The only way to get good at those things is to run into those situations. There's no shortcut. There's no shortcut to success. So that's why I truly believe that agents learn faster in a free lead program. We start agents on aged leads, anywhere from 60 to 100 days old, something like that. We get tons of sales on those. We had a girl write $500,000 in annualized premium only calling aged leads 1 year. She didn't want to call any new leads for whatever reason. And then we move people into new leads pretty quickly within a week or two. And then you get moved into inbound calls and live transfers within the next couple weeks. So typically in free lead programs, you get exposed to many different lead types. You're going to have inbound calls, live transfers, older leads, newer leads, leads from different sources, telemarketing campaigns, Google ads, social media ads, stuff like that. So you're going to understand and learn how to work a ton of different lead types rather than just being confined and constrained to one. Because then what happens if you're independent or if you're out buying leads in the program where you have to buy leads, you're buying one source of leads. What happens if that source gets cut out, right? We all seen what happened with the FCC rule, how that's going to affect lead generation. So if someone who is working leads that are not going to be workable anymore under the new rules and regulations, they're kind of in a tough spot. But if someone's used to working a ton of lead types, they're not too worried about it. Also, we have all that under control here. So we are going to be completely compliant with all those new rules and regulations and everything else. Why do you learn faster in a free lead program? Well, you're going to have more training sessions typically because the agency is so much more invested in getting people going. So we want to teach people how to sell at a high level as fast as possible. We want to get you going. We want to get you succeeding. The only way to do that is to get you through training and get you on the phone. I truly think that people only learn in group trainings like 20% of what they need to know. 60 to 70% comes from actually doing the job, and then the rest comes from like one-on-one individualized training. Why is a free lead program better? Well, you're going to make money faster. In a free lead program, when the leads are provided to you, if you don't make any sales, you're still at zero. But if you buy leads and you don't make sales, or you make sales and it's not enough to offset the cost, you're negative. The majority of people who enter a system where you have to buy leads, they don't leave with a profit. Most agents that start in a lead-based system where you have to buy leads leave with a debt, whether it's on a credit card or they owe it to the lead vendor. Essentially, these companies are large lead generation companies that recruit insurance agents to buy the leads from them. It's a genius idea, not really knocking it from a profitability standpoint, because the agent doesn't even have to make a sale before the IMO makes money, because they're selling the agent the leads. If you buy leads and you don't make any sales, you're going to last a week or two and you're going to be out of the business with debt. So at least if you start in a lead program where all the leads are provided, say worst case scenario, you're an absolutely terrible insurance agent or you can't get your schedule together, you're not going to leave in debt. You're going to leave zero. Any sales you make, it's pure profit because you don't have to worry about offsetting any investment cost. Now, this is one of the biggest arguments I get. 55% commission plus bonuses, which would actually boost your commission up to in the 60s or 70% once you hit the bonuses, and you can increase your commission level as well here. But I have people say, well, I'm at 100%. I can get 100%, 110%, 120% commission, whatever the case is. And yes, 100% is a bigger number than 55%. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. But it also doesn't take a genius to figure out that 120% of zero is still zero. 55% of anything is better than 100% of nothing. You don't have to worry about buying leads, setting up lead campaigns, running advertisements, setting up a CRM. All that stuff is provided to you as a new agent. Like, all you have to do is learn how to sell. I'm telling you this from experience because when I started, I had to learn how to run ads online. I had to learn how to run my CRM. I had to learn how to set up automations. I had to learn how to build websites. I had to learn how to set up LLCs. I had to learn how to build automations for text messages and email blasts and follow-ups and everything else. It was a lot, and those things shut down. You can have entire days where you're just spending that time fixing your ads. Like, it's not fun. Let us handle that, or let a free lead program handle that. That's the whole point. I'm not trying to turn this into a pitch for our system, but it's hard for me to argue against it, right? For a new insurance agent. Now, if someone's experienced and they've been doing this a few years and they're like, hey, I want to give it a shot doing the independent thing, hey, whatever. They can do whatever they want to do. But for a new agent, listen, it's an absolute no-brainer. Don't go buy leads. Don't do it. Get in a program where they're provided to you. It's like anybody who recommends otherwise, I think is extremely misleading. I don't think there's no real argument for it. If you're going to buy leads, at least start in a free lead program to learn how to sell, and then go to a place where you buy leads once you know what you're doing, right? To make a little bit more money. I mean, the profit. I guess it depends what you're selling. But for final expense, it's kind of a no-brainer. Now, the last thing that I'm going to go over, the last reason why I believe all new insurance agents should join a free lead program is the structure. Look, when we're investing money into people, when I'm investing money to get people going, when the agency is investing money in leads and processes and everything else, we're going to be on your behind to get on the phone and make calls. Yes, it's 1099, but I look for a commitment up front where I'm like, hey, 50 to 60 hours a week. If you're trying to get into insurance and not work 50 to 60 hours a week, you will fail. You're not going to make it. You just won't. People struggle working 50 to 60 hours a week. What makes you think you can do it in part-time, 10, 20 hours? Oh, I'm going to learn it until it matches my full-time income. Look, that sounds good, but that does not work. I've been there, done that. Trust me. And if you can't, then wait till you can go all in. The structure is super important. So you got to be like all in 50 to 60 hours a week. Because at first you're not going to be good, right? So you need to make up the lack of skill. Understand that to make up for that lack of skill, you have to make up for it with frequency and how many times you make calls, how many people you talk to. Free lead programs help you be structured. If you're not on a morning call, we're going to give you a call. Free lead programs will call you or text you, say, hey, yo, where are you at? Why aren't you on the meeting? Hey, I see you haven't made any calls yet today. What's going on? I see you haven't made a call for 40 minutes. What's going on? You're not on Zoom working with everybody with your camera on. Where you at? You're taking 4 to 5 minute breaks in between each call. What's going on? Why can't you be more consistent? Hey, we'll see you on Saturday. Oh, I can't. I'm doing something. Okay, well, you got to cancel your plans for Saturdays. Yeah. You want to be successful? You got to work the weekends. At least starting out, once you get good, I don't care. This commitment that I'm talking about, by the way, and that I look for, and that I think anybody with a free lead program should look for, this is for the first 60 days while you're learning what to do. After that point, that's when the flexible schedule kicks in. So after 60 to 90 days, once you're rocking and crushing it and making sales on your own and closing and stuff, without help from our team, doesn't matter. I'm more open to a flexible schedule. I can't speak for every free lead program out there, but once someone isn't utilizing leadership resources and training resources to make sales, doesn't matter to me when they work what they do. We have people who jump on our agents' calls to help them close sales. So a new agent gets someone on the phone, they get halfway through the script, and they reach out in a group chat for someone to help them out. We're not going to have someone show up at whenever they feel like and be like, yo, help me, when we got an agent who's there busting their butt all day saying, yo, help me, right? We're obviously going to give time to the person who puts in more effort. You got to develop that structure. Look, if you want to be successful, that's just one of the prices of success. That's just what it is. And we'll help you do that. We'll help you learn how to be an entrepreneur. We'll help you learn how to be a 1099 independent contractor successfully and get to the point where, hey, maybe you can have that flexible schedule. Flexible when you start means, hey, if an emergency comes up in the middle of the day, I can make it up later. That's what flexible means. Not, I'm going to get on when I feel like it. Conclusion, I feel like free lead programs are the best place for a new insurance agent to start because they simply provide the most. They're going to help you learn faster, make money faster. You're not going to go into debt, and you're going to develop the structure and the discipline that you need to be successful selling life insurance. If you're interested in learning more about our system and our program and potentially working with me, just email me at the email in the description of the video. If you have any questions about your sales process, you're struggling, you need some help, just reach out in the chat and I'll be more than happy to help you. So shoot me an email, drop a comment on the video. Please like the video, turn on post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. And I hope you guys have a great day. You're going to want to watch this next video coming up that can also help you be successful in the insurance industry. Thank you.